Slav with the Real Estate Partners over at REPYYC. First, today I'm talking about the top 5 mistakes that I see clients making when they're buying their property. One of the things that I noticed that not a lot of people really pick up on right away is that a lot of, especially first-time home buyers, think that they have to get something brand new or else the home isn't going to be nice or it's not going to be a good home and it's going to have a bunch of problems. And this couldn't be farther from the truth. If you go to areas like Lake Bonavista, Haysboro, Chinook Park, there are homes that are built in the 50s and 60s. But some of them can be amazing. They've been renovated in a way that makes them look gorgeous, and at the same time the bones are still strong. A lot of the times it really comes down to replacing the kitchen, bathrooms, furnace, hot water tank, updating the electrical, paint job, flooring, and then you almost have a brand new home. The second thing, which I come across quite a bit, is buying too much home. Not everybody needs a house this big. Some people are going to need a home this big and they're going to be much happier. What it really comes down to is that if you buy a home that's significantly bigger than what you need, you're going to have bigger electricity costs, heating bills, insurance, taxes. Overall, you're paying more money for something you don't necessarily need. Of course, it's always a good idea to plan ahead and make sure that you have enough room for your family, but if it's just you and 3 cats, maybe you don't really need 5 bedrooms. The third issue that I come up against is buyers not doing their due diligence, and this includes doing a home inspection as well as the condo doc review. If you're buying a single family home, you're only going to need a property inspection. You're not going to need a condo doc review because it's not a condo. But the home inspection is critical. I have seen problems ranging from big to small, even when buying brand new homes. And some of the issues that are going to be coming up during a home inspection could be very minor, such as a dripping faucet or maybe a nick on the wall. Some of the big ones that I've seen are ceilings that are covered in stains because of a leaky roof or a foundation which is about to bring the whole house down. Although these aren't very common and you shouldn't be worried about them too much because chances are they're not going to happen too frequently, but it is possible. And if all it costs is $400 for you to find this out and save yourself years of headache, do it. The home inspectors that we're partnered with and we typically recommend to our buyers use aerial photography to determine if our roof is in good shape or if it's got some missing shingles. On the other hand, they also have an infrared camera which allows them to look at the walls and almost see through them and find leaks and missing insulation. All of it adds up to making sure that you're not buying a property that's going to be a problem for you down the road. The second part to doing your due diligence is the condominium document review. I always recommend this to my clients because it is critical in making sure that there are no hidden issues with the condo board, the building, or if there's any upcoming special assessments. Special assessments can be in the order of thousands of dollars and you definitely want to avoid them. A well-run and properly managed condominium shouldn't have any issues. One other big mistake that I see a lot of people making is shopping for themselves and only for themselves. Ultimately, you gotta know how long you're gonna be living in a home for. If you're only gonna be there for 3 to 5 years, resale is critical. And if you buy a home that is too niche and most people aren't gonna like it, you're gonna have a hell of a time trying to sell it. One example of this is buying a property with only 1 bedroom on the main floor. If you're doing this, you need to know that chances are a family cannot buy that property because if they have younger kids, they're going to want the kids to be on the same level and not living down in the basement. Right away, you've probably cut off 60% of the buyers out there just because you bought something with only 1 bedroom upstairs. Another example is buying a home with something really unique, like a swimming pool or a dance floor or a firefighter pole. Not everybody's going to want it. Even though you might love it, when you go down the road to sell it, people might not care. They might even not like the property because of that, and you can end up losing money. Finally, one of the biggest ones is not shopping around for a mortgage. Yes, I know you love TD, you love RBC, but do not simply walk into their office and say, "Get me a mortgage." Get yourself a mortgage broker that knows what they're doing because what they're going to do is they're going to go to TD, RBC, Scotiabank. They're going to hit all the banks, make sure you're getting the best rate, make sure that you're going to be able to afford as much house as you want. One of my recent clients went to the bank that their family had used for generations. They thought that because of their previous relationship with the bank, they were going to be getting the best deal possible. Unfortunately, when I saw the rate that they'd been offered as well as the terms, I knew they weren't getting the best deal possible. I recommended 3 mortgage brokers that we're partnered with, and when they chose one, a week later, they had an approval for a much better rate and with much better terms that allowed them to get the home of their dreams. This has been Slav with the Real Estate Partners over at REPYYC. First, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and call me up if you ever have any real estate questions.